Many thanks for joining us on Business Now. I'm blessed Obanuse. Now the news in details. Consumer prices remain stubbornly elevated in Nigeria as the February Consumer Price Index, reading otherwise known as inflation released by the National Bureau of Statistics, indicates that headline inflation scaled by 1.8 percentage points to 31.7%, the highest level since April 1996. The inflation rate, which was a negative surprise to analysts, outpaced the Bloomberg consensus estimate of 31.3% and the 31.1% projection of analysts. The unabated inflation pressure indicates that Nigeria remains within the top 10 countries with the highest inflation reading in Africa. According to reports, most inflationary pressure in Nigeria remains skewed to the food basket of the CPI, with the corresponding food inflation reading settling at 37.9% in February 2024, representing a 2.5% higher than what was recorded in January 2024. Also, the International Monetary Fund, that's the IMF, has warned that 8% of Nigerians are at a high risk of food insecurity if the current trajectory persists. The price of sachet water has surged across the country recently, raising concerns and forcing Nigerians to explore alternatives with significant health implications. According to reports, sachet water, commonly referred to as pure water, which witnessed significant price spike in recent months, has rose from 5 naira per sachet in the early 2000s to 50 naira per sachet. Meanwhile, bottled water, which was formerly 15 naira, currently sells for 200 naira per bottle. Reacting to this development, some citizens who spoke with iBrandTV say the commodity is now more expensive and is getting out of the reach of the common man. They noted that due to the high price of the commodity, many have now resorted to borehole water, which is not healthy and hygienic. To the financial sector now. No fewer than 17 out of the existing 24 deposit money banks may be unable to meet the Central Bank of Nigeria's capital requirement if it is increased from its current 25 billion naira. That's according to a latest report by Ernst & Young. The new report, titled Navigating the Horizon, charting the course for banks and plans for recapitalization, noted that if the Apex Bank raised the capital base of commercial banks in the country by 15-fold from the current 25 billion, only 7 banks may survive. Ernst & Young, a global financial services company, said in a report that some banks may depend on different recapitalization options, which includes mergers and acquisition, initial public offering, placement and/or right issues, and undistributed profits. Despite financial soundness indicators showed that Nigerian banks were largely safe and resilient as of 2023. The report also stated that the recent plan by the CBN to increase the capital base of banks will lead to a series of mergers and acquisitions as witnessed during the last recapitalization exercise in 2004 and 2005. Recall that the CBN Governor Olayemi Kadoso had in several fora stated that the Apex Bank would consider an increase in the minimum capital base of banks in the country as part of its effort to strengthen the capacity to support Nigeria's drive to become a $1 trillion economy by 2026. The current capital base is stratified based on the type of banking license, as banks with regional, national and international licenses are currently expected to maintain a minimum capital base of 10 billion naira, 25 billion naira and 50 billion naira respectively. To aviation matters, as flight tickets for domestic travel soar in response to inflationary pressure and fierce economic headwinds, passengers traffic has shrunk, with many local carriers flying on weak wings and struggling to stay afloat. At the moment, economic flight tickets to most routes cost between 140,000 naira to 250,000 naira, a 100% increase compared to January prices, when economy ticket could be purchased at an average of 70,000 naira, in some cases 65,000 naira, depending on the route and time of travel. The increase in the cost of airfare, analysts say, could be traceable to the depletion of aircraft, because in January 2024, the number of operating aircraft in the country dropped to 43. This is because some of the existing aircraft flown overseas for mandatory checks were still detained in various offshore maintenance facilities due to lack of foreign exchange to bring them back and reintroduce them into the domestic operations. According to reports, some local airlines are considering shortening down some routes to concentrate on profitable ones due to a reduction in the number of aircraft in their service. LinkedIn, the social platform under Microsoft umbrella, famed for its networking prowess and professional recruitment capabilities, boasting a user base exceeding 1 billion, is embarking on a new venture estimated to be valued at $245 billion as of 2023. Confirmed report unveiled LinkedIn endeavor into gaming, aiming to enrich user engagement with experiences akin to popular puzzle games like Woodle. Initial endeavors include titles such as Quain's Interface and Cross Climb. According to a tech jury's report, the gaming market amassed a value of $245.10 billion in 2023, boasting a compound annual growth rate of 8.94%. Projections suggest it will soar to $376.8 billion by 2028, solidifying its status as a cornerstone of global entertainment. While Microsoft LinkedIn parent company holds dominion in the gaming realm with Xbox, Activision, Blizzard, and ZeniMax, the extent of its involvement in LinkedIn gaming venture remain undisclosed. The Lagos food market, known as Onje-Eko, is now up and running, bringing discounted prices on essential food items to communities across the state. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu announced this awesome initiative on February the 22nd, aiming to provide relief during these tough economic times. The market will be open for businesses for the next 5 Sundays, giving residents plenty of opportunities to score great deals on their grocery shopping. People are really appreciating the governor's effort in thinking about the masses and making essential food items more affordable. This initiative not only eases financial burdens, but also ensures that everyone has access to the food they need. In addition to providing access to food produce, the council has stressed the importance of maintaining cleanliness and hygiene in the market. This call for a good maintenance culture aims to create a pleasant and hygienic shopping experience for all.